come we're still not any closer to working out how aeroplanes actually work?
We do understand how an aircraft flies, and from an ATP flight student, there's still a bunch that I don't understand, but I do have a basic understanding of the aerodynamic principles on an aircraft. And I know there's a bunch of people out there who genuinely don't understand how an aircraft flies, so I am going to break it down. Let's break into my ground school notes so I can show you how the aerodynamics work on an aircraft. But first you need a backstory. In 1938, there was this guy, his name was Bernoulli. Bernoulli created an experiment with pipes and water, and he put a venturi in between the pipe, and that is the narrow section of a pipe. And he put pressure gauges in that venturi and realized that with the accelerated velocity of water through the venturi, there was also decreased pressure. So that created the Bernoulli's principle, which is what lift is founded on today. So now that we're here, we have to go to aerodynamics, which is part 1. Lift will be part 1-2. Lift is generated from air traveling fastest over the upper curved surface of the wing, generating a lower pressure area via Bernoulli's principle. The differential of high pressure on the bottom of the wing and low pressure on the top is what creates lift. In case people don't know, there's 4 aerodynamic forces on an aircraft. You got thrust, drag, weight, and lift. Thrust is what propels the aircraft forward. Drag is what aerodynamically decelerates the aircraft. Weight wants to pull the aircraft down due to gravity, and lift is generated from the wings, which wants to put the aircraft up higher in the air. And here we have a diagram of a modern airfoil. Here we have the air hitting the leading edge of the wing, and it splits off into the top and the bottom. And with the way the wing is shaped, the top part of the wing, the air accelerates faster than the air on the bottom, which creates low pressure up top and the high pressure down low. And with that differential, that makes the wing naturally want to lift up from high pressure to low pressure. And this is where it gets really cool. If you have the center of gravity in front of the center of lift, the aircraft would want to tilt forward, because if you pick this up from a string, the center of gravity is going to be in front of where it's being held at. So the aircraft would naturally want to tilt forward. There's this really cool thing called a slipstream. And the slipstream goes over the top of the aircraft and hits the rear horizontal stabilizer, and which is built in with the negative lift, or also known as downforce. This downforce counteracts the center of gravity being in front of the center of lift, giving you perfectly level, balanced flight. And I'm a nerd. I love all this technical geeky stuff, so I just love figuring out how an aircraft flies. So that is a basic understanding on how an aircraft flies from an ATP flight student.